So I think a lot of this composition success for KT needs to be on keeping a lead and keeping control over the game. Nongshim's comp is the better comp, air quotes, in terms of synergy. Like, it all works together well. It's all S tier.
Gonna count the crab.
If this was a Shen game, it would be such a quintessential Nongshim. Oh boy.
Alex gonna get flashed on here. There's the Flag and Dragon. First blood goes to Cuz. And that was level 4, so a total lie, but it was a little bit after that.
It's like there's just not anything Calyx can do. And because he trades with his health so aggressively and so favorably, Calyx can't like ult in, so there's just no way they can get this dragon. Not even gonna be able to show up to it. The lane swap made that pretty apparent. They weren't really intending to do that anyways. I think they know at this point in time where they're at their weakest. But yeah, pretty rough start here for the lanes for Nongshim, and see if they can fight for grubs.
We'll just go from there.
And this is now, yeah, grub fight here, potentially.
One of them does go over. Lehen's already taking a little bit of damage here. Is the Deadly Flourish not exactly deadly, but Gideon should still be able to get 2 of these to even out the trade of objectives thus far in this game. First Blood, of course, already going over to KT, so they do have that little advantage there. And the gold isn't exactly nothing in a 1,000 gold lead here for KT. Still, Nongshim absolutely fine, and do want to hit level 6. As there's the Between Worlds, and now it's Perfect that has to try and dodge out of the way of everything, and we'll be able to, oh, never mind. Won't be able to do so.
Yeah, didn't have his equalizer back yet. Sure, sorry, my bad.
Yeah. We're going to check this one out from Kingan's perspective, though, avoiding the harpoon. Doesn't avoid that one, but it is just pretty comfortable here.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at it. And yeah, it's the weirding and pullback.
Yep.
And it works out.
What they have just in the straight up 4v4 here, it is enough. They're very cautious. They want to try to perhaps catch or bait Calyx into a bad situation here first.
He's going to find the taunt onto BDD though, and there's the flash in from Gideon. BDD flashing away. Let's see whether he can keep himself alive. As Nongshim looking to catch up to him, and he gets interrupted. The bullets were flying through. There was no way he was making it out of that one. So Nongshim, good little pick off here and another kill. And potentially get some skirmishes to work out. As the equalizer will go down just to clear out the wave.
Cannon.
Oh dear. Well, he is going to be able to turn down the cannon. The weeding does come through, but they've held the wave. Between Worlds comes on down, and down goes the Rumble as well. It's all too easy here.
Yeah, there's just too many members there, even though he kills the wave.
All right, it's KT's turn. Let's see whether Calyx will be able to survive this one. There's the Pulverize. He's pretty tanky, but BDD does a fair bit of damage. There's the Unbreakable Will, and Peter will flash away to make sure that that one does work out. As, okay, Gio going to call the curtains, and Docdom is just going to take some pot shots, unable to get past the minion there.
That was very funny. Position for team fights in these scenarios, and like the Grubs, I think KT probably just have to opt out.
I mean, there's no Cyclone, no Between Worlds, and no Curtain Call, so it could have theoretically been an opportunity, but without Cataclysm and without Cuz, most importantly, still Nongshim moving over. They get the Aurora here first. BDD on the angle. Can actually get himself in there with a Realm Warp, but his health bar isn't exactly the highest. As Kingan finds an angle towards Cuz. He might be able to get in and make this one a 50-50 as the Equalizer comes down much better this time as the Aurora is just picked off and Gio is frontlining for some reason. There is the soul point, but they take down Docdom. But the real carry is BDD, and he's doing so much work. Gideon is going to get slammed down by the Cataclysm, and KT finding themselves a team fight win. An aggressive flash will get a response out of Calyx the same way, and Lehen's just running for the hills.
There's just no confidence with the play of Nongshim here in this, and KT just sees the opportunity. They're like, okay, well, we're going to strike first. And it was just a really great call there. They end up getting the dragon as well. Perfect stands on top of it with his Q running, and Cuz is like, all right, we can time this together, get the secure, take the dragon out, get that insta-kill as well at the beginning of the fight. And goodbye Kingan, goodbye Dragon. And now Soul Point is KT Rolsters here.
Compositions as well, right? You don't necessarily have the same DPS. But that Archon was not going down quickly. They did not want to risk it. As all right, Between Worlds there for Kingan, but the Pulverize is going to protect Docdom this time. Peter now just standing in front. Equalizes relatively good, but Docdom gets stunned up. The barrier shouldn't be enough. Gideon still going to melt, but it is a 2-for-1, 3-for-1 trade, and Nongshim back in the game.
King is tired of waiting, man. He's going to make something happen in this game. He tried to do it on the last Dragon fight. Does it here. Cuz on the wraparound looking for a potential steal here with BDD. Where they could actually turn this into a fight. Like, this absolutely could be a disaster here for Nongshim if they don't play it well.
I mean, it's 2 versus 4. Surely not.
They know. Kingen is 100% aware.
Yeah, Kingen is just going to bounce over. And Cuz has just backed away, I'm pretty sure. I mean, we don't have vision. Nongshim, they think that they have an idea. There's the flag. Things are going to come on through there for Nongshim, but down to 2,000. There it is. The Otacon will be secured.
My God.
That was, okay, still trying to go for it here as Lahens will get taken down. Cuz holding them in the Cataclysm. Another knocker.
What the hell is
this guy's Jarvan is insane.
What the hell was that, Cuz? Man, that second flag almost gave me a heart attack. My God. This was a really decisive fight for Nongshim. Very smartly played by.
And now they just get another one as Gideon is dead.
Cuz, by the way,
this is the new way to use Otacon.
Yeah, so Cuz had Cleaver for that last fight. Like, he was on 2 items because he has, he had 4 kills.
BDD and Cuz had it just hard committed. Maybe they could have found it, as Cuz is going to be able to take his red buff, but now Gideon looking to try and find some revenge, and Cuz will get shut down. Massive amounts of money over to Gideon. It's Cuz turns those 2 cloth armors into a GA. Man, he was sitting on an entire bank.
Yeah.
Try and get himself out of here.
Alex handled that situation really well.
He did.
Nongshim kind of split now, though. Cuz looking for the angle.
Yep, Deadly Flourish going to connect there onto Peter, but he just holds on. There's the Cataclysm, and boom goes the Jhin. I didn't even get to number 4 there at all, as the Realm Warp is going to deliver BDD. Out he goes, but they've got enough DPS still here. And yeah, he didn't go far enough. Gideon going to get taken down by the Rise on his way back through, and KT should be able to lock up the Elder.
Yeah, and with the Elder, probably just the game, because it's Elder Infernal Soul, and they could just... like, Ducktom will actually just kill them with like 2 Qs. They can go get Baron as well.
And even if the push doesn't end the game, they'll have so much money that it should just be a done deal anyway. I am still kind of blown away by the use of the Otacon there.
Yeah.
And of course, it's not something that's very replicatable. Like, you know how, like, I don't know, you're watching a TFT tournament, for example, and you're like, I just want to do that build. But often it's based on the augments that you get, the items that you get. You can't hard force every time. So this does require a 4-0 Jarvan. But if you ever get into that spot, you just allow Otacon to tank them for a while and then kill them all, I guess. And use it as a bait strategy to lock down Soul.
How bad of a game 2/3 does Cuz have to not get palm? Like, I don't know. I think he's already got it locked up.
We were saying that yesterday as well, but Showmaker still got it. So I have no idea what is necessary to get a game 1 performance POM.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's already got it for me. Like, I think he gets it even if Nongshim wins the series.
Oh, wait, actually, junglers can do it, can't they? Because Lucid managed to do it from the Xin Zhao game. So maybe there's hope. Realm Warp,
cowardly Realm Warp.
Get them to the bottom side of the map. They've got some minions here as well that they get to bring with them. Yes, there's 3 less people here with me, but I'm worth about 7, I guess.
I mean, that ult from Lahens bought a few seconds off the Elder, and that's what they're looking for. Redemption.
There's still 30 more of those, as in goes Peter looking for an angle. The Equalizer will just zone them away from this turret because he doesn't care about that. Cataclysm comes down, the Dragon eats the Poppy. The Alistair will go down, but there's a GA on this Jarvan, and BDD is just launching fireballs at Nongshim. And it will be perfect. It locks down the kill onto the Galio. Ducktom taking a couple of pot shots, but BDD, he's happy to tank this one up. Ducktom not so much, but that is the last shot, and down they will go. All of the Dragons are just attacking Nongshim here as BDD goes golden even to make sure that he isn't going to die, and the Nexus will follow suit. KT, an absolute shellacking in the end there. Nongshim kept it interesting, but after that Otacon play from Cuz, it was all over.
If Nongshim use their combo and it doesn't work out, or they have to use it on the front line for any reason, then like the turn from KT is actually bonkers insane. Like, they can actually turn and engage on you so hard, and really it doesn't even have to be onto the 80 carry. AP bans have been drawn out towards Ducktom because that's one of those matchups where, same with the Nico pick that Peter keeps getting his hands on, that teams are banning away from him now because KT will just win lane, force a swap, then put Perfect on the 1v2 on the island. Which is why Perfect often dies, and we've seen so many games where Perfect goes like 0-3 because he's just constantly weak siding and being dove repeatedly.
With 50% of his health bar missing.
Here comes Gideon, level 6.
Yeah, there's the paranoia. The flash out, and Lehen's not quite in range here, but the fear is still going to come on through. And the Bramble Smash from Lehen's max range is going to be able to lock down first blood.
Here is just going to come over and start taking out these Grubs, sub-half health, I should say, much less than half.
Well, Gideon is a little bit alone and doesn't have ulti or anything like that, but Lehen's is level 6. That is actually a big deal. Peter only level 5 as the nature is grasping. Looking for Cuz here, who does get snared up. Now Perfect on an angle here, but he's going lower and lower as Peter is dashing out of the fight. BDD pretty healthy, but I just don't know whether the Annie is going to be enough as Cuz gets into that backline and he just dies. Gideon going to follow suit as now Lehen's being so frustrating. That Bramble Smash hitting 3 is gigantic. And the Boomerang Blade is just going to straight up miss. Still, the Grubs will go over to Nongshim, or at least the last one. KT securing 2. As Lehen's moving in, BDD
that was
just
scary.
Going to clear this one out.
Very, very wise choice to try to deny, but the value on this Maokai just so insanely high for Lehen's in that fight.
And, I mean, something has to be said for KT not allowing Peter to hit that level 6 before things happen, as Kingen going for some needlework here, trying to kite is Doctom, but you can't really kite it out against this paranoia. As another fear tether comes in. Great defense being played by Peter, though, as Cuz making his way down. Doesn't have the flash to get in range of this Wind Becomes Lightning. Let's see whether he can land it. There he goes. Another knock-up from Peter. Oh, man, we thought that Cuz has locked down that POM. Maybe it's Peter in the end.
A little bit down on CS, but it's a pretty hefty lead with that kill that also went over for Calyx in the topside fight. Yep, bit of a skirmish.
Yep, in goes Peter once again. They get the double knockup on to this Maokai. Is Gio going to be the target now? Wind Becomes Lightning, their health bars getting lower and lower as he's delivered a Nocturne here to them, as Peter is just going to cleanse things out in looking for even more as BDD rushing towards his bottom lane as Doctom, oh man, they're all on a silver platter, picks up the double, and it should be the triple here if he can find it, and there it is. They should turn it into a Drake at the same time, and KT starting this snowball early.
This is the exact type of fight I was talking about when we talked about King.
Oh god, it's a solo kill for Perfect.
And BD's got a stun prepped here. Calyx got to be careful.
Oh man, can they make it the trifecta every single lane? They can! As down will go, well, down will go his flash at least, but the slow's gonna come in. There's the Pyroblast. Just an incinerate.
KT firing on all cylinders here.
Every lane.
Every single lane. And that bottom fight was the Kai'Sa, picked instead of the Xayah with the turn that I talked about, because it's just so simple. When they use all of their combo, they try to go in, and then you're like, okay, you're out of buttons. It's my turn now. And just super ahead.
Yeah, might have also even been a case where he didn't need to flash. We just wanted to make sure that he was as safe as possible as another Paranoid comes in. The 3-man Shockwave is beautiful this time, and they will be able to take down Cuz, and there goes Doctom. What an absolute slaughter here by Nongshim. And this is what the comp's supposed to do.
There you go.
If you see, there are no more R buttons left for Nongshim. So what happened was, KT walked up.
Cannot mess this up, and they did not. When they had that huge angle, Gio is isolated.
Yeah, well, he's just going to get quickness, popped up into the sky 16 times, and the Void Seeker will kill him. There was no way out of that, and I'm not entirely sure what the plan was. Now Lehen's is going to be the one caught out of position. Gideon spell shields the stun, but he doesn't spell shield the bear. As BDD is going to be able to get another one. Preps it with that Incinerate. Wind Becomes Lightning there from Cuz as the Shockwave coming through. Doesn't find the same value this time, as Nongshim are all split up. Lehen's did manage to get out of the way of Perfect, which is kind of crazy, but there is the killer instinct from Doctom, and they are angry about what happened before. A bit of an awkward spot there for Doctom now in between the turrets, and Kingen, he's just going to say, well, I've got my teleport, but I don't think I'm helping anything here, and finally Perfect locks down the kill onto the tree.
Out of position, I'm just going to side lane, I don't know. Kind of done with this series. He had TP, but he was certainly not going to press it. And that's just... We saw one example of exactly how this comp can work, and then they're completely split a moment later. I don't know what that was.
We're going to go subpar. That's what we're going to look at there. As a teleport in here from Perfect, looking for the flank angle as Cuz makes his way in first. This dragon down very low as there's the paranoia out. Cuz gets into the pit though and just steals it away. The flash out as well. It's highway robbery here by KT. But can Nongshim punish? That's the question, and the answer's looking a little bit like no, as the bear is picked up by the shockwave, but Perfect dives into the backline. There's no follow-up here as Dom, his killer instinct comes in, and it's working out real well. Can KT actually lock down any kills? So that's the question, because this time there is a Gwen here, and the ricochets are starting to hurt. The tree is going to burn down as Cuz goes in yet again. The Void Seeker comes down. Chiu oversteps one more time, but Kingen does, never mind, he does as well. And Perfect has shields for years, and that's an ace.
So close for Nongshim there. Kingen trying to get it done. He's not happy, you can tell he's got a smile on his face, but it's a bit sheepish in the player cam, and Nongshim are routed once again, and it starts to feel like this series is going to be a 2-0, and Nongshim's chances of winning.
Looking anxious as usual. That is just kind of how you wake up as, okay, in goes Peter, who'll find some quickness value as he tries to get himself out. Calyx going to be the first one to go down, but the Annie will follow suit. But now it's Perfect's time to shine. Dom set up for Lahen's going to be the next one. It's a triple once again for the man wielding the Uzi skin, and the ace comes on through. KT, I think they're starting to get a little too far ahead.
Yeah, KT looking really clean in this game, and KT fans.
Oh, he's 11-2.
Yeah, no, he's big. KT fans, no E-words or anything like that, but it is kind of at the height of summer. It is at the end of the season. We saw this right before Road to MSI. We're like, man, this team is good. They beat T1 in the telecom war. This team is suddenly actually looking like a threat.
Guys, it's great.
All right, one more fight, Nongshim. One more combo. That's all you got. Your last chance to win a series in Legend Group.
Yep,
one more chance.
And Gideon, he's gonna need to win this Smite fight, but the Gwen is dead already as Lahen's caught on the back end of the fight. Perfect will be able to lock him down, and he's got a Kai'Sa in his back pocket as well. As, yeah, Nongshim, they are not going to be contesting this one. So even if they do survive this team fight, as the Void Seeker is going to connect one more time?
Can he get it?
Magnetized?
Can he get it?
Another one will land, but this time it's spell shielded. Playing with our hearts here.
I mean, after what happened to Calyx earlier too, man,
yeah.
Dom just can't miss today.
Yeah, it's a very large Kai'Sa. Who now has that Nationals done. He's an entire item ahead of Gio right now. As, all right, Paranoia is going to come on through as BDD just flashes over the wall into the waiting arms of Kingen. But a bear is going to be dropped on his head. The quickness holds them all in position. And of course, Dom is ready to murder everyone. It should be a triple as he's going to flash over towards Calyx, but he makes it to the brush. Gio is now facing off against so many people, and he will just die as KT think that this is set up for a Baron. And honestly, who's going to fault him?
Nah, it's a freebie. Man, like...
15-2-4.
Watching KT team fight this, and necessarily in this draft, because they're hoping to win fights instantly with the combo, but the wave clear doesn't matter when you're this far behind.
Nope.
You're not playing through sides because your Gwen is 2-5. And yeah, it's unfortunately for Gio, he's not set up for success in this one. As in a late game team fight like what we just saw, if it's a closer fight, you certainly can get more done, but they are just not close fights.
Certainly not when Dom's involved, as this guy is pretty gigantic. Still, Peter does need to be careful, as these Beyblades do hurt.
Yeah, and there's a Baron here. This is the first inhib down. Top is prepped. They could just rotate over towards it. KT playing it safe. Not going to look for a dive here. They have all of their ults available. If Nongshim go in, they just counter-engage, and they're just going to sit behind these Baroned-up minions and say, I dare you.
Yeah, and it's a 14,000 gold lead. Like, this game is so close to just over as they do take down the Annie again. But once more, in goes Peter. Out he goes as well as Dom is just destroying them. Uses his Zhonya's, keep himself alive. As, yep, he is tanking up the turret, almost dies, but he is just a little bit too rich to go down right here. As Calyx is just going to have to watch as his Nexus explodes for the second time, and KT making short work of Nongshim here today.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.